Good morning from Santorini in Greece. In this video I'm going to walk from beach, which is a volcanic beach, all the way up, which you can't see from here, to the top of that mountain, right at the very top there. So it's going to be, I think it's about 1,200 feet in height, and I'm going to do beach to mountain trip today. So let's get cracking. First of all, I'm going to walk along the beach that way, all the way up to the little town. I'm going to follow the town up, and then there should be a trail up to the top, or I'm going to take the zigzag road. Okay. So, heading on the beach, going to the little town, and that's the mountain I'm going to be climbing up to the top of that one. So it's actually not a mountain, it's actually a volcano. So we're right on the rim of a volcano, and you can see the cone at the top, and it goes around and around the island. So we're on the outskirts of the volcano rim, where we are right now. And you can see it's a lovely day, hopefully a little bit cloudy when I start walking, hopefully the wind's not too high when I get near to the top, but should be fine. So the beach is a volcanic beach, black sand, black rocks, lots of pumice stones I think they are, or lava stones, and I think we're looking for a good day. Look how quiet it is as well, so quiet, not a soul around. So we're here in start of April, it's out of season, nobody around at all. The airport is straight ahead, so we're right in the direct line flight path, and it's lovely. It's great seeing the big airplanes come in, and then look in the distance, we've got the islands, the Greek islands. I'm not sure what island that is, I shall look it up. So you can see the island there, another island in the distance, and when we get to the top of the volcano, or the volcano crater rim, then hopefully we'll see a lot more. Right, onwards. Oh, walking on a stone beach is hard work. So that's the route. It zigzags all the way up to the top, and then I'll be walking along the top up to there. I think that's the highest point up there, just over there. So I've walked all along the beach for about a mile. It's a volcanic beach, lots of basalt I think it's called, or pumice stones, hard to walk on, and then we're going to head up the zigzag up to the top. I think there's a church and a route going up that path up there, possibly. Don't think you can get any further than that, but I'm going to take the zigzag road up. So look at that, like a man-made amphitheatre or something. Maybe it's an entrance to a cave, who knows? Let's go and take a look. Some little makeshift steps. That's what I love about hiking. You get a chance to explore places where you've never been before. Especially in new countries, new areas. beach. We just walked along, about 1.5 miles long I think from where I'm staying. I love the white and blues. So what have we got here then? It's definitely not a cave. Danger. Do not jump from these rocks. I'm surprised they're not very deep there. Hard work already. Just walking up a hill. I haven't got to the mountain yet. So we're heading up to the top of the volcano rim. Got the town or the village just in the distance. Quad bike looks fun. I'm glad I've seen people on there because at the bottom I ignored the sign that said no entry to foot passengers, to walkers and cars. We're on the zigzag road leading up to the top of this volcano crater. The other trail I was going to take was from the bottom of there up the side. You can see the trails, there's lots of steps, goes up to an old church. Apparently you can take it along the side of that mountain, but I didn't fancy that, hence why I decided to go the roadway. And also they've had lots of earthquakes in the last few months. I think they had 40,000 in the space of a week or two, and I don't know how loose the rocks are, which is one of the reasons I'm walking on the outside of this path, just to be on the safe side. You can see it zigzag all the way up to the top, and then we're going to take, I think we'll go across there then, and I'm going to head down to the next village. So I think we are about halfway up. You can see pretty high up now, and we've got some way to go. Getting quite warm now, just nice having a bit of cloud cover occasionally. But halfway and about 2.5 miles in, so I haven't done much mileage, but it's just uphill and it's quite pleasant. I've got a little bit of a chest infection, so I'm all bunged up. My breathing's not great at the moment, but I think this is going to help get me breathing deeper, and I feel better for it already. Right, let's crack on that way. Cemetery of the Ancient Thera. On the north slopes of Salada, the pasture on the hill of Mesa, if you know, where the city of Ancient Thera is located, to the hills of the Prophetess Leilas, lay part of the cemetery of the ancient city. Tyche stone paved street across the cemetery joined the city to this north port Oya, today called Kamari. And that's Kamari. Excavations 1961-80 revealed the street and numerous burials which covered a big part of the long history of the city, inhabited from the 8th century BC. For centuries a practice of cremation prevailed. The dead was burnt in a pit chiselled out of rocky ground, and its ashes were collected in a funerary urn or remained in the pit. Now the views are just getting great. So that's how far we've been. We started off right at the very end, near to the airport, walked all along the beach, we came up the zig-zag road, pretty much near the top now. It's been a great walk. And look at that in the distance, got the island, Greek islands. There's one there, there's one just behind that volcano top. Look how beautiful the blue waters are. How enticing is that to swimming right now? So quiet. And in the distance, just at the top there, you can see the airport. So we should be at the top, well and truly, before the first lot of airplanes come in around 2 PM today. There's quite a few coming in. Nice to catch them. They literally fly right past that side of the mountain. Okay, let's go. A little bit of parking up here. The archaeological site of Ancient Thera. We are going to go up that way next. Let's just see the sights. Is that an ancient fence? Oh. It's like a TARDIS. We walk through that door and you fall down the other side of the cliff. So the Church of Agios Stephanos, early Christian Basilika. It says the church, which survives today and is dedicated to Agios Stephanos, or Saint Stephen, is built on the ruins of an early Christian basilica, probably dated to the mid 6th century AD. It's a three-aisled with a double narthex and an apse at its middle aisle. I won't read it all. I reckon its destruction is probably due to an earthquake. So the Church of Agios Stephanos, which with two vaulted aisles, is built on its ruined middle aisle, constructed of ancient architectural members, mainly from the Basilica. The church is dated to the 8th or 9th AD, 8th or 9th century AD. There you go. Watch my footing around there. Look at that. Can you believe it's been around since the 8th or 9th century AD? So this church is about 1,200 years old. And was rebuilt on top of the original church, which is about 5 AD, 4 or 5 AD, 4th or 5th century AD, 1500 years ago. They reckon the original church came down because of an earthquake. Look at this, over 1,000 years old, 1,200 years old, it's still standing. The second structure. Ain't no earthquake gonna pull me down. dolphin. You can see the eagle from this corner, from this angle. That's the eagle there. And the dolphin we just saw, you can see it when we walk past. Can't quite work out the lion. I think you can just about see it there. The head of it, just there's like a window above it. So the lion just there. Perfect. So it's a open air sanctuary which is at the rock around the mid 3rd century BC. So you can definitely make out the eagle. You just about to see the lion. You can see the dolphin. There are lovely poppies everywhere. Very beautiful. It's the old ancient city, Thera. Ptolemaic garrison post. Thera is an important naval base of the Aegean fleet of Ptolemies. So that's where we're walking in. Must be at the back end. This is right at the back end. Gymnasium, the Potomac Garrison. Central section of the city. That's where we are. The gymnasium. South section of the city. Cult sites. The end of the ridge of Mesa Fune, available, unviable and unsuitable for residential development due to ground morphology, or to exposure to the high north winds developing the area. Housed cult places. The abrupt slopes and the lack of space force the inhabitants to construct strong retaining walls for the creation of level areas with the holding back of a man-made earthfields and to make use of natural rock. Interesting. Nice view. Sanctuary of the Egyptian gods. It's just phenomenal here. Amazing. You know, thousands of years, 1,500 years ago, all this still stands, even though in ruins. But ancient structures, lots and lots of history. There's loads and loads of lizards as well. Area of Apollo Pythios Sanctuary. You can see just remnants of ancient columns. And look at this. Aeroplanes coming in. We're actually above the height. The airplane's flying into land. When we came in yesterday, we literally flew along this mountain top. Well, the side of the mountain looked quite close. Yeah, we're actually above the height of the airplanes. So we're walking through the streets of the ancient city. Just imagine if you go back 1,500 years, hustle and bustle, the narrow streets. Now lying in ruins, but still some bits are still standing, like the church. So you've got the ropes here telling you which areas you can't and can go into to preserve structures. Quite amazing. Listen. Listen to the buzzing. It's like I'm walking through a hive, a beehive. Can't disturb them. So it's a private house. So this is the theatre. You can see the amphitheatre, the seated area. So we're probably sitting at the hot seats, the expensive seats, looking down at here at the top. The public building, the Roman baths. House of Tyche. Sounds like something from Games of Thrones. One of the newest in the city, considered to be a private house. lizard. Wow, look at this. It's the public baths. Look at see the columns still. Basilike, Stoa. Official and civic purposes, like a town hall, erected in 3rd century BC. Quite amazing. So the central section of the city. So we're just looking at all those columns there, we are there. It's like the town square, or where everyone, a big meeting place, assembly for citizens. The Agora. I wonder what these pits are for. The Exedre, sure I pronounced that right. 3 buildings to form a temple dated to the Roman times, the 1st and 2nd AD, century AD. Belong to prominent families. Views of the airport. Look at that. And that's where we started the big loop. So I started off there, went all the way around, came back down that way. Now back towards the church and back down to either my hotel down there or to the island or to the town on the other side. I forgot what it's called. But if I go to the other town, then it might be a couple of buses back home, or I'll just go back down there, chill out by the pool, have a beer. It's almost 3 o'clock and this site closes at 3 p.m. So it's probably a good time to start leaving. Closes in about 20 minutes. There's an aeroplane flying through. We flew in this way. I remember going past these cliff tops and thinking, oh, we're quite close. Flew in, and there's the airport straight ahead. My hotel is pretty much at the end of these white buildings, right near the end. So when I came in today, I walked along the beach about 1.5 miles, right to the very end, and then I climbed up the zig-zag road all the way up to this ancient city. And what a day it's been. It's been warm, hot, sunny. I was hoping for a little bit more cloud. There's cloud in the distance, just not above us, and just a bit of shelter. But you know, lots of sun lotion and plenty of walking. I don't think I've done too many. I've done about 5 miles, so it's not bad. And I've ascended 430 metres roughly. And we're back down. It's been a great day. I left the family, the kids, back at the pool. So they're probably down there right now somewhere, hopefully, eating ice cream, enjoying the weather, getting fun in the pool. They didn't fancy the hike up the top of this volcano rim. So it's nice viewing. But, you know, they say when in Rome, or when in Athens, or should I say, when in Santorini, you've got to do it. Right, hopefully you enjoyed my walk today and a tour of the ancient city of Thera. I'm going to head back down there, and please tune in to my next walk and adventure. Thank you for watching. This is Paul, I'm Paul, and this is Paul Outdoors.